Ready for winter weather.
I should have, know your audience a little better.
But I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be, lady.
Sure. Do you think, Lainey, 50% a majority of people excited about this or kind of hoping it fizzles and it ends up being on the lower end of the scale?
I think if you look at my social media, a lot of people do not want any more snow. I will say that. So maybe you get lucky and we don't see all that much. And there's the chance for that. We're going to talk about it. There is Greensboro. You take a look at the clouds overhead. Yeah, those clouds are thickening up and they're going to produce at least some snow showers tomorrow. And we do think that it's snow this time. It's not one of those situations where we're trying to figure out what's going to fall. It's more how much is going to fall. So those snow showers develop on Wednesday, Thursday. It's a cold wind and temperatures are below freezing. In fact, down into the teens as we head into the Friday and Saturday morning hours. So anything that does get on the ground, we're looking for it to stick around for a while. We are already below freezing in Martinsville, Reidsville, as well as Danville. We've got 36 degrees in Greensboro, 37 in Winston-Salem. Temperatures even in the upper 30s down east where they will likely see significant snows. Places like Greenville and down toward the Outer Banks, again, may get some really high snowfall totals as winter storm warning areas shaded in pink will see higher totals than areas shaded in purple. This area of low pressure forming right now, and we're going to be tracking that along our coast over the next 24 hours. So like I said, lesser amounts expected in the winter weather advisory zone. Still anticipating 1 to maybe as much as 3 across this area. I'm going to talk more about that coming up. That will likely cause problems even if we just get a little bit of snow. Oftentimes we do get delays, cancellations, things like that. This is what we're looking at in the weather office, and we're thinking there could be a teeny bit of sleet mixed in with this, but most of this is snow. We're a little concerned about the drier air kind of limiting snow amounts and maybe even putting us less than that 1 inch. So that's a thought that's kind of going on in our minds as well. And it does look like, of course, that we've got this high total of snow that is going to be very close to us, that core of those high totals. And because it is so close, we think a safe projection is that 1 to 3 inches as we may get a little bit of that bonus snow. So you can see snow right now from Memphis up toward Nashville. Lots of rain down to the south. We're also watching that as that could rob us of some of the moisture that would limit snowfall amounts as well. Cold air is getting into place right now. That storm is expected to work its way down toward the coast and then right along the coast. Now the position of the storm is key. 50 miles makes a big difference. The strength of it, if it strengthens and deepens, it moves slower, which means the window for snow is longer. If it moves quicker and it's not quite as intense, that means the window for snow is less and the snow rates are less as well. So these are all things that we've been kind of factoring in the Weather Center to kind of give you that best snowfall forecast, and the best of our abilities we think right now still an average of 1 to maybe as much as 3. You can see some of those higher totals kind of being painted on here off to the north and to the east. Here's how you should plan your day. A few snow showers possible in the Triad as early as tomorrow morning. The main window though is probably late morning through early afternoon. There could be a little bit of snow and sleet mixed in. Temperatures should remain below freezing. Below freezing in the foothills too. We'll see some of the snow showers really ramping up a little bit earlier in the day in the foothills and maybe shutting off a little bit sooner too after midday and early afternoon. For the mountains, the main event here of snow is likely morning, midday, and then tapering some as we head into the evening hours. And because we do have kind of a short window here, you'll watch it starting at about 5 a.m. and then that window between about 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. it starts to really spread through the area. Notice that it's kind of streaky and patchy too, so this will mean that some folks will get more, others will get less. And then we're looking too for really that most active time period to be around lunchtime into the early afternoon when the snow should be coming down pretty good, and then it's going to start to really taper off, and it may happen very quickly, so that may be all we get as far as snow goes. We are dealing with about 1/4 of an inch of water, so we kind of parcel that out with maybe a 10-to-1 ratio, and maybe you get anywhere between 2 to 3 inches of snow because it's going to be very, very dry. We may pick up a little bit more as we head into Thursday morning, but that would just be a few bonus snow showers. So again, when you look at this map, I want you to look at maybe 1, possibly 2 to 3 across our area, especially as you trend a little bit closer to the zone where we think we're going to see some of those higher totals. So if you're back toward the west and southwest, especially southern communities, western communities, you may see a little bit less. One exception, I do think in the mountains, you stand a good chance of being in this higher end of that 2 to 3 inches, but there are going to be some haves and some have-nots in this zone for sure. One thing I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of, which is good, is freezing rain. rain. Most of that should stay down to our south and east. That means folks in Montgomery County, Davidson County, Randolph County, there's still a chance for at least a light glaze, but the most significant glaze we think is going to be taking place across eastern North Carolina. So we could be dealing with an ice storm in parts of the Carolinas as well. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll be watching this very closely as we head through the day tomorrow. Most of it will shut off by early Thursday, and then we are left with very cold temperatures in the teens. And we've got some dry skies over the weekend into next week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.